Hello, and welcome to the latest personal weekly highlight collection from myself. That's the Tenure in Dreams, and ItsAllStar everywhere else, or Ali. Now, we better dive straight into it. We've got a lot of things to get through, and we are going to start off with my personal pick of the week, which is Retrofire from Smile Basic. They're a creator who is known for their upcoming game Soul Slave, which also has a beta test available. It's really cool, and Dead Dreams is a wonderful compilation of projects as well. But this game here reminds me of things such as, for example, like Star Fox. Most importantly, it's very original, but that's what gives me the vibes of. And I'm happy to report that as of the recording of this video, I am the world number one, with a run which is not perfect, but, you know, I know what I'm doing with the game in general. And here we go, let's go on an adventure. Not expecting to beat my score or anything, because we're just going on a roll. But look at this is crazy. It also reminds me a bit of things like Space Harrier, going all the way back to like retro video games. Space Harrier vibes as well, right? Panzer Dragoon, bit of everything really, but it's original, it's cool. It's super cool. What's great about it is this parry mechanic. You can see that as the bullets come towards me, they turn a brighter red when they get close. Oh, and then if you time it correctly, you can parry the bullets back at them. Because the bullets will get parried in like wherever you're aiming, essentially. Here we go, look, parried that back at him. You see the parry is like devastating. That is how you kill enemies the quickest, it's by parrying their own things back at them. Oh, got hit there. Now, my run, oh flip, on my run where I have the high score, oh dear, yeah, oh well, this definitely isn't a high score. There is actually a boss fight on this, and I've since spoken to Smile Basic, and I've informed them that I would very much like it if they did make more levels, and they've said they're going to try and work on it, and I'm super excited to see more. Am I still number one? Yeah, there we go, still number one. That run didn't quite go to plan, but that score and that time that I've got set there are beatable. They are not perfect runs, so don't be scared to go and give it a go. It's an amazing game from Smile Basic. I am excited to see more. We now move on to Sunrise Climate Rangers in a kerfuffle at Snake Falls from Tango Wild. This lets you take a Climate Ranger on their first adventure. Tango Wild's been teasing this project for a while, and this is just a little adventure, showing more to come as well in the future. It's got a great little customizer here, it's got a lovely style, such vibrant colours. Let's go. Oh no, it's a kerfuffle at Snake Falls, which is a wonderful phrase, isn't it? And it is a 2D platformer, essentially, little 2D adventure. Due to the nature of the showcase that we're doing and the amount of stuff that we go through, we cannot 100% like show this off here, but you can see already how nice this is. Oh dear, I didn't mean to fall there. But it's absolutely beautiful, I didn't mean to fall there either. But we are in a rush, that's the thing, you've got to go fast, and I do want you all to go and play this. It's currently only got 16 thumbs up despite this feature, and being on other playlists and stuff as well, but it does deserve more. We now move on to a new creation from Ninja R. This is Aria, and if you don't know Ninja R, they're a magnificent creator, they've got a whole bunch of really cool stuff there. I'm super excited to see update to Goldus, I think that's got a lot of potential in particular. But this is their new creation, it only came out last week. It's actually got quite a lengthy introduction sequence. I am going to load that up briefly though, very briefly, and then I'm going to cut to the gameplay, which is a sort of 2D side-on Streets of Rage style thing, but also it's a more kind of hardcore than that. You do die in just a couple of hits, and likewise you kill the enemies in just a couple of hits. One thing about this is that the text within this storyline is in French. It's a French creator, and that's cool. I love to see dreams represented around the world. Now, this is an early access game. Currently, we've got level 1. I do believe they're working on more. And you can see here, look, we control this character. Look at them. They're really well done, aren't they? And they move nice. Take my word for that as I move them around. We can crouch here. I'm trying to remember the name of a game that it specifically reminds me of that initially came out on Xbox a number of years ago. Was it Shadow something? In that one you did have guns and it was a bit of a Metroidvania, but yeah, this is cool. And yeah, here we go. Oh, there's an enemy. Yeah, they're gonna get us. This is where this combat can be tough. You do actually need to block and stuff. It's a bit, I don't want to say it's Souls-like, but it is maybe a little bit. You know what I mean? You kind of... There we go, we got them. Okay. It's really cool, right? I'm definitely excited to see more. It's really well put together, really polished. The combat's tough, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, they got us. There we go. Yes, Shadow Complex. Sinok the Hodgehog is in chat. They said Shadow Complex, and that is the one that I was thinking of. So thank you for that. There we go. It sort of reminds me a bit of that, just in terms of its general aesthetic and stuff. And yeah, look at this. This is really cool. Maybe it's just the fact it's side on and it's a bit kind of secret facility or whatever, but now you get this dash move, which of course you use to jump up to the right. I can't believe I just died there. I'm going to very quickly run through this. I was actually at the very end of this level here. I should end it just there really, but I just want to show it. It is possible to just sort of run through the level, unless I show this not to be the case, but you know. But why would you do this, other than for the purpose of this showcase? You wouldn't really want to do this. Ultimately you do want to play the game, right? It's a good game, it's fun to play. You should play it properly and not do that just to complete it for the purpose of a showcase. Here we go. So there we go, we do that, and then boom. And I think we will leave it here for now, but I look forward to future updates to that, to go and check it out, give it a massive thumbs up. We've now got Prime Fox against Sky Monsters and Gods from Billy Cultist and Jimmy Cultist, an amazing team of brothers who have put together a bunch of great productions within Dreams. And this is super cool. It's got great characterization. Yeah, here we go.
Prime Fox has lost his job at Prime Co. He has decided to build his own anti-gravity device. With his scientific arsenal, he will challenge the sky monsters and gods that rule the fuzzy animal kingdom. Prime Fox is determined to win now he has nothing to lose. The gods and monsters will not take this lying down. They refuse to be bested by a mere mortal. They shall summon all their hordes to battle against Prime Fox in what will be known as Prime Fox against Sky Monsters and Gods.
Such an epic title, because it could have just been Prime Fox, or it could have been Prime Fox against Sky Monsters. But they had to keep adding to it, and it's wonderful. This is a survival sort of arena shooter where you fly around as this character and you shoot these things, and you know the waves do get tougher over time, and it's quite satisfying to fly around the way that you use the right stick to move up and down. It's very cool. There are elements of it that remind me of also, coincidentally enough, Star Fox, where you have those arena battles within the games, So it's almost like a Star Fox themed week in a way between Retrofire and Prime Fox here. Two absolutely wonderful games that are both very different from each other, but both well worth your time. We've now got Scoot vs Obesity, a demo from Dirty Flusher, who interestingly enough has said that they're not really into platforming games, but they just wanted to make one, and they enjoyed making this one so much that they're now going to expand this potentially. But also, overnight, they released their latest Tales from Darktown episode, which we're not featuring today, but it is worth checking out. It will probably be on next week, right? For now, we've got Junk Food Woods Act 1. And I have completed this in the past. It's very tough. But I have completed it in the past. It was a few days ago. So we're going to see how much... oh dear. We're going to see how much we can get done. There are secrets to this, right? In so much as... there is an exit that it's not necessarily that difficult to get to. Although I did just die. Wait a minute, here we go. I've got a... Yeah. The character is based off of Mittermach's 2D platforming puppet, so the controls are like that, and you do have to just kind of learn them. Here, wait a minute, it's been a few days since I played it now. Obviously, the thing with this demo is it does just throw you in at the deep end. So we want to crouch jump here, I'm pretty sure. There we go, see? Just had to get back into the rhythm of the controls. We are dead again. It's unfortunate. It's game over. I did not do a very good job of showcasing that there, but I have completed it. There we go, look, I'm on the scoreboard. For some reason, but it's good, it's cool. And it's great to see Mittermach's puppet given more use, and it's great to see Dirty Flusher putting together games that are outside of their comfort zone, which they're also willing to expand. It's really stylish, it's really cool. I am a big fan of it. It's just also a little bit challenging the way it throws you in at the deep end with all of those controls and stuff. If you are diving into it, then it can take a little bit of getting used to, but it's really cool. And as I said, do check out the latest Darktown episode. We've now got something here called The Rest of Us from Freakorama, featuring lots of assets from Anime Boy. As the title suggests, this is very similar to something that I'm sure you're all familiar with. But importantly, it's also different enough to not actually be that thing, right? And yeah, it's pretty cool. This is a survival wave-based shooter. Enemies spawn in, you have to kill them. You last as long as you can. We're not going to do very good here because we are just sort of going through it. We're not playing like properly, but it's pretty cool. And what's more interesting about this is that there is actually a full template available for people to make their own levels, or to change the characters, or to change the scenery. Like, we're going to leave this here just now in order to go and look at that template. Because as cool as the game is, I think the template is also like just a really useful thing for the whole community. I would love to see people go in there, mess around with it, and make their own games. So that's really cool from Freakorama, and you can play that game. We've now got Dash of the Titans from Trigobalt and Black Cat Tracks. This is a Dreamiverse Dash with a twist, as you control an emo panda who's just trying to get to the exit while getting all the jam. Let's listen to it.
All you need to do is run through those gates and collect the collectibles. 3, 2, 1, skip ups.
Well, Black Cat Tracks, I'm sorry. I know you say it's feeble, but we're doing like 72 creations in 60 minutes, and it was under a minute. So we're right on track here, and marvellous job with the music on that, and great job Tricopal as well. It's really cool. We now move on to Brocco TV Plus, episode 1. Brocco TV is a thing that initially came out a long time ago, and it's very cool. It's an interesting, sort of surreal, liminal experience that genuinely takes you on a journey where you never quite know what's coming next. We've now got this like sequel of sorts here, which I'm only going to showcase a little bit before we move on to the next thing. But if you like things that just take you by surprise, then this is right up your alley. If you like the weirdness of dreams, and just, you know, here we go, let's go, there we go. This is a creation that you will enjoy. I enjoy it. I've got no problem saying I quite enjoy it. It's fun. You never know what's coming. And I think we will leave it there as a little cliffhanger, but it does evolve from the very first to Brocco TV, and it's interesting that Dreams provides this unique space where like indie horror creators who have never had the opportunity to make things before do get given an opportunity to put things together. You end up with quite a lot of unique experiences. The work of Pickle Wickle also comes to mind. We now move on to Of Rice and Men. This is made for the Green Game Jam that's happening at the moment, and it's been getting updated throughout the entire jam basically. When this first came out on the first day of the jam, it only had like a few things you can do, but over time they have, you know, they've literally been updating it as the jam has progressed, and there's now quite a bunch of stuff you can do, and I'm excited for the full thing. So there we go. Using L, let's point our imp at the person. Let's introduce ourselves. Hello sir, nice to meet you. My name's Goat. Like, this thing you're doing is cool, and I'm not so smart, but I can help out by moving stuff and stuff. And it's true, this guy can, like, move stuff and stuff. And it's cool, and you, like, tell him to move around various squares to do all sorts of farming. So here we go, look, this guy is ideal for labour-intensive tasks. He can forage and cook, and he's not even picky about his food. Hover over him again, press square to assign a task, and then hover over the tile with grass that's over here. And there he is, he's clearing the field. He's only got the most basic of tools, so it will take a few days. But once you've given your people instructions, you can end your turn and go to bed. And that's day one. Day one is done. Beautiful. I'm going to leave it there and move on to the next thing, but hopefully that's a nice little introduction to the fun that will exist in the full game. For now, we move on to Strawberry Kiwi Climb from Quizam, a very short fruit-themed platformer level. And it's amazing, it's really fun. Like, what's also really cool about this is the fact that I happen to know that these kiwis were originally eggs. He took some eggs and he turned them into kiwis. It's just the power of Quizam. See these flying kiwis here, they used to be eggs. But we don't want to spoil the whole thing. It's a beautiful world they've put together there. Really fun little 3D platformer. And we now have another Quizam. This is Chocolate Bar Cheese Wheel. Quizam's been very busy. They've literally been doing a dream a day every day for what is now 42 days, and for all this is day 35. I think that's really impressive. It's really cool. And the thing is, they are genuinely like interesting and well put together and of a quality. Quizam's an absolute legend in Dreams. I hope, you know, I just hope they know that I know it. You know what I mean? Because small projects like this that are put together in one day that are really fun for people to play are just as important as like the big like 4-month or even more than 4-month epics that people spend ages making, you know? It keeps the ecosystem flowing. People need things to play every day, not just like one day every 4 months, you know? And I love all these things from Quizam. We absolutely failed there, but it's fine. It's chocolate bar cheese wheel with music from Alan Maniac. We've now got Mecha Imp's quest for the random berry. This is from Ethan Awesome 7, and it's pretty cool. This was the first stream of theirs that I came across, and it's interesting. It's interesting. Mecha Imp is bored. There have been some sightings of a new exotic fruit that only grows at the Plant Isles. It's a random berry. And Mecha Imp thinks it looks appetizing. He's gonna go. So off he goes. There we go. And here we go. It's beautiful. It's an interesting little 3D platformer. It's worth playing. It's cool. It's a newer Dreamer. I only discovered them. Do go and check it out. That's a lovely little introduction. We've now got Building Buildings 2 from Apollonius. And this is very much what it says on the tin. It's Building Buildings 2. Because there was a Building Buildings 1, and this is the sequel. And you just literally, you drag around, and you just press X where you want to build something, and you can build all sorts of cool things. You know, it's just fun. And I look forward to the sorts of things that people like Apollonius can generate when things like the Emit to Bake tool come. Because they've put together all sorts of really cool like generative maps and stuff within Dreams. And just to think that they can now like potentially like generate stuff and then bake it and then have like a dungeon with loads of things or whatever. It's cool, it's interesting. I look forward to stuff like that. This is a pretty weird building. Not gonna lie, but we made it. We made a building there, so that's cool. We now look forward to Lost at Sea from Exclamation 300. Which is cool. It's very much a walking sim. You've got 6 things to collect, but it's really well put together. It's nice. It's a nice space to explore. The trees are Anime Boy. And it's beautiful. It's just nice. It's cool. I love seeing newer Dreamers just put together scenes that you can explore. And it's a great way of getting their name out there as well. We've now got another Quizam. It's Mini Marble Challenge number 5. There is a lot of Quizam this week. Because as I say, they've been making a dream literally every day. And pretty much every dream that they've made has also been like pretty good. It's just the way it goes, Quizam. You've released a lot of good stuff this past week. Well done. Every week there's different stuff. It's just my personal picks of the week. I always try to represent as many different people as I can. I think it's important. Oh dear, we're doing terrible here. It's important to note I have completed this before. But you know, some weeks you just have to include someone more than once. If they release lots of cool stuff, then you know. I'm gonna quit this here, but I have completed it. Look, I've got a success. Great job, Quizam, really cool. We've now got Flip Car from Wounded to Pier. Now, this is not a new dream. This dream actually came out a long time ago. Look, November 2020, right? But this creator sent it to me just this week, which was interesting. You can see they've also updated it. And it's a lot of fun. It's Flip Car. I think some of you are going to love this. It's not Car Destroy, it's Flip Car. And you've got to reach the flaming pie, alright? Let's try and reach the flaming pie. There's the sharks. Watch out for the sharks. Here we go. Also, there's someone in chat saying I sent it to them, which is fun, isn't it? See, I sometimes send people things that I think they'll enjoy. You know, I don't just promote like my own dreams, I promote other people's dreams and dreams that will give people a good time if I think they'll give them a good time. And there we go, we've had it confirmed. But there, oh, look at that shark. Oh, here we go. Will we make it? I don't think we will. No. Oh, we made it. We actually made it. Alright, let's go. Chill, mate. Chill. Alright, let's go. Whew. Let's Flip Car. Oh. No, we didn't make it. Yeah, we didn't make it. That's fine. Look, we might make it next time. That's the thing with Flip Car. You can always try another time. We've now got Jelly Jelly Marble Challenge, another Quizam, another marble game. Oh, yeah, another Quizam marble game. We're just giving it a quick go here. It's really well put together though. Again, really good use of assets from Quizam, because what you may or you may not know is that a lot of these assets do come from a kit put together by M. Bergs a couple of years ago. It's called the Jelly Pop kit. It's really cool. You can find it on the community kits page. There it is. And yeah, this features all sorts of really cool stuff that you can just throw together to make a cohesive platforming world. It doesn't even need to be a platforming world, it could be any world, but it does really work well for platformers, and great job Quizam throwing that together. We've now got the Language of Light. This is a concept from Devil and Pete. It's a demo, and this is like a relatively new dreamer. They have published dreams in the past, but this is one where, you know, they're really like coming up with all of their own original ideas and throwing them together in an interesting way, and I look forward to what's to come in the future. We're just this character going around experimenting with the lights and the sounds, and it's cool, it's cool. And there we go. Just a bit of experimentation with light there, and it's cool. I look forward to more updates. Great job, Devil and Pete. We've now got Kiwi Violet Velocity, another Quizam, another one with kiwis, but it's different. Because it's different level. It's cool. I look forward to the day where maybe Quizam has enough kiwi levels where you can just like put them all into one game with an overarching story. That'd be fun. That'd be really cool. Absolutely great stuff from Quizam again. Now this stream is interesting. It's called Talk for Points, and literally you talk for points. It's by Unicorn Sunshine 1, making their debut on this show. And it gives you prompts, right? It gives you prompts, and then you have to talk. So if you were an animal, what animal would you be? Well, I would be, I don't know, I always say cat because it's just easy, and I've spent a lot of time around cats. I'm not silent. Hello, 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 hello. There we go. See, I'm talking. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, look, you've got to talk. Gives you prompts and you've got to talk. And then you get points for talking. There we go. I've not got very many points for talking, but you do get points for talking. And if you don't talk, you lose points. So it's interesting. It's cool. It's a concept that potentially could be expanded in some way in the future. I do love the idea of using a microphone for games. So it's really cool. Great job, Unicorn Sunshine 1. And we've now got Winter's Bowling Ball from Quizam. Now this is a marble remix of a game that they made a while ago, which was a one-button speedrun. It's basically the same level, except now you're a bowling ball. And it's really cool. It's great. I've completed it before. This music here is by J+B, I believe. And yeah, it's really cool. It's weird playing a Christmas game not at Christmas, but that's fine. That's fine. Now that covers the stuff to play section. Let's move on very briefly to the Tale of the Little Ninjas trailer from Mystical Vortex. This is interesting because what you may not know is that this is a trailer for an upcoming animated series based on the Little Ninja, which is a franchise within Dreams that's really cool. It's made by Mystical Vortex, and the Little Ninja 1 was actually nominated for a Young Game Design BAFTA, which is really cool. But here's the trailer. Let's go.
I have given you all my knowledge on ninjutsu. After discovering your element, we now face a great threat. Your real family are now aware that you're here. They will come searching for you, but we are ready. You will not give in. we will face them.
That is super cool, right? I, for one, cannot wait to see expanded lore within the Little Ninjas universe. And it's always great to see more animated series or films within Dreams. There's a whole bunch of cool ones now. Also, this week you may have noticed that Noguchi's Bell Episode 2 came out. It's the current Pick of the Week, and I'm sure that we've all seen it before. It's marvellous work from Cybersheep Film, a massive collaborative effort from the community there. And look, it's really cool. Let's just play a brief little clip.
Look at what you've done. Your greatest pride, a blazing ruin. The screaming, the suffering. It is all because of you.
Perhaps I am at fault, but my true mistake was in not seeing you for the cruel and treacherous barbarian that you are.
Cruelty is in the eye of the beholder, wouldn't you agree?
Cruelty is the refuge of the weak.
You know nothing, old man. It is your weakness that sets your legacy ablaze.
Legacy. It could have been our legacy. Your gifts are many, but I blame only myself for ignoring your faults, my son.
You are not my father! You have but one heir, Lord Noguchi. And when I find him, I will end him.
What an introduction. This entire thing is approximately 20 minutes long, and as I said before, it's great work from Cybersheep Film, a community studio using the work of so many people. We now have Duckonomics Beats to study, or indeed file your taxes to, a 49-minute looping shuffle of 17 Duckonomics songs. Let's just check it out for 30 seconds or so. It's really cool, right? It's a really well put together scene, and it's got 49 minutes worth of music to just chill out to as what I would say is a seagull. It might be a goose if you check genealogy, but look, I'm going to say it's a seagull in Duckonomics. Great job. We've now got a rather interesting piece. Now, look, this is Steamboat Connie from Enoch Group. However, they took a thing created by Bersky and they edited it. And like, of course, it's okay to take things and remix them and edit them. That's why it exists. However, in the time since they released this, they've been talking to Bersky, and they've since decided that they just want Bersky to take all the credit and stuff. So we're going to play this Bersky one briefly. The end, absolutely marvellous. Great work from Bersky, and a good job on the remix from Enoch Root as well. But I will be replacing this version with the Bersky version at the request of Enoch Root themselves. Look, just give them both a thumbs up. It's all good. Now, we have Her Hero, Tortured Souls Teaser 3 from Zafira90. And again, this is a teaser for an upcoming thing. Epic stuff, right? It's proper teen drama. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with this series so far. There is, you know, there are loads of them out there and they're great. And it's nice to see a series continue within Dreams. This is a trailer for the upcoming episode. So of course, some of the story might not be familiar to you, but it's proper teen drama of the highest level within Dreams. That's Jack and Roy, by the way. Do go check it out. It's really cool. And now we've got Weam Family, Wild West. This is episode 4 of the Weam Family series from LOL Pokemans. If you've not seen one before, then it will astound, confuse, and amuse you. Here you go. Here's a little trailer of sorts.
It's time for our favorite showdown now. Almost Sun.
I forgot to bake a ham. How am I supposed to watching without a ham?
No problem, we can get ham after family TV time.
Okay.
Outlaws, beware! It's Timmy Gunshoot!
This town is small and you are too big.
I am stealing to make it smaller. Now get out of my way, you rootin' tootin' tooter.
Okay. You thought.
I did. I'll kill you for that, you yellow-bellied man.
I see that you have one gun. But I am not seeing any bullets. Let me ask you. Are you stupid?
No. The bullets are in the gun.
Okay. I got a bad day for you. It's today. Right now.
No.
I didn't plan on sticking with it for that long, right, because we are trying to get through 72 things in 60 minutes, but when Timmy Gunshoot started, I could not resist. This entire production is approximately 11 minutes long. If you like that, please do go and check out the rest of it. Also, it's worth saying that that is episode 4. There are 3 other episodes on LOL Pokemon's profile here that are worth checking out as well. I'm not saying that it makes more sense if you watch them chronologically, but if you like it, you may as well watch them all, right? Now, that rounds out this section here. We've got some art to go, but let's have a little break. Let's talk about High Score Wars. This happens every Friday night, just about. Currently it's Team Kataya versus Team Keld. All you have to do is come along and join in. Come along on Twitch, I mean, to either of those channels here, and play along in Dreams if you can. If you get high scores, then you can earn points for the chosen team. But if you don't get high scores, then that's fine. No one notices. There's no pressure. It's just a bit of fun. Both of these captains are stepping down at the end of the season, which has either 1 or 2 weeks left, depending on who wins. But don't worry, High Score Wars will carry on. They've both been marvellous, and I thank them both. But High Score Wars is going to carry on, so do keep your eyes peeled for the upcoming new captains. There's also this collection that I put together over the weekend. called Shout About Retro Horror. And this is literally just a bunch of games that are all, you know, in various aspects, things that could be considered retro horror. It was a thing that was asked of me of the streamer Atomic Mixer, who said that he would love to get involved in some retro horror creations, and I know that already he's been playing them, a bunch of them, and enjoying the collection. And for anyone else, it's here. There's even a bunch of remixable stuff here if you would like to get involved in potentially making your own retro type horror. The creator spotlight this week is on Subob14. They recently got their very first pick for Omni, which is a long-form puzzle adventure, well worth playing. And I just thought I'd highlight some of their other games here as well, which are also well worth playing. Subob14 is marvellous. In the community events section, there is of course Community Events TV, where you can keep up on everything. But then also there is Dreamsfest, the official submission guidelines here. And there is something for everyone to get involved with here. If you want to make music, you can do a performance and an animation and stuff. If you want to just like decorate, you can take a tent or a little bungalow or something, decorate that. If you want to make a game, you can get involved in the carnival. There's really a lot to do for anyone, no matter what it is you're interested in within Dreams. Dreamsfest is really cool. I hope to see everyone get involved. Also, we have the latest Dream Sounds Music Jam, which is the MC Alchemist Vault Jam. I'm super excited for that. And there's also the weekly Dream Sounds Visual Jam, which is the Kill a Kith Vault Visual Jam. So there's a whole selection of music here, originally made for the Music Jam. Just pick a song and make something for it. That's all it is. We've also got Search and Shape from Lee's Lady, a cool new community event you can find out all the information for within here. And of course there's the weekly PDHM challenges, and you can get involved here and find out everything that's going on a constant basis. There's always so much to get involved with, so much to do, so little time. Because there's also Legend of Sketches New Kitty Popsicles community challenge, where he's asking people to remix this and decorate their own kitty popsicles. Here's an example from Legend of Sketchy themselves. It's really cool, it's really fun. Do get involved if you can. Now, let's check out a little bit of art. Let's start with Synthetic Copy from Canadian Jedi. This is super cool, right? There's so many different influences in play here. Obviously you have the laser swords, and you've got the helmet that gives sort of like, you know, Viking RPG Dovahkiin vibes, right? You've got the suit, which is kind of like G.I. Joe / Dead Space / like, I don't know, you know what I mean? The details on like everything from the character being chopped in half all the way down to like the knee pads on the character in the foreground. Just every detail here is great. The lighting in the background, it's wonderful. Canadian Jedi, marvellous job. This is just the latest really cool Canadian Jedi creation. And I have to say, yeah, just great job, Canadian Jedi. We now move on to a piece from Innocence48. And this was actually sculpted live on Twitch, which is really cool. It's always nice to welcome a new dreamer to Twitch. Innocence48, of course, is not a new dreamer. They've been around for a long time, but they have only very recently started streaming. They do so without a microphone, and they do just sculpt without a mic, but it's very interesting to watch them sculpt, and they put together this live on air. I watched them make some of it. And yeah, look, it's just a really well put together piece, isn't it? It's interesting. It's like it's art. It's artistic, and like it shows their skills. They are a talented dreamer, and it's interesting. It's always interesting watching people sculpt things. Great job in a sense. We've now got the last outpost from Gianni no Mitaka. We won't be able to showcase the whole thing because we're on a schedule, but this is the latest creation from who I'm sure you all know as a marvellous creator. This is very much a like experiment in scenery and atmosphere and storytelling. Like Gianni makes all sorts of things. They've made all sorts of really cool and interesting games and all sorts of interesting audio visuals and music videos. This is a music video of sorts. I mean, it's definitely a music video and it tells a story. as we go through this environment. And you can even explore it at the end. It's wonderful. It's really cool, really cool. We're not going to be able to show the whole thing right now, but I do hope it entices you to check out the rest. Really cool, right? I hope that intrigues you to check out the rest for yourself. We've now got Captain Cheese from Electric Termites. That is the artist formerly known as J Combat, and there will come a day when I stop saying that and we just know them as Electric Termites. But that day's not come yet. I feel like people still sometimes need reminded. And this is beautiful, right? Beautiful. Just really cute, really cool. Captain Cheese from Electric Termites, J Combat, Electric Toilet. We now move on to a Dreams tutorial. This is how to animate a spoon frame by frame. This is from Pierogi Boy, and you can just see here all the instructions that you need in order to animate a spoon scene by scene, as simple as it sounds. I find these things really useful on a personal basis, and I do also find that it's great to advertise it by having it as a dream, but it's important that people know that yes, look, remix the scene in order to actually try it. I do find it very useful to do things in the scene, like while going along with the steps. That's just me, and I'm sure it's helpful for other people as well. But yeah, look, great job, Pierogi Boy. I love seeing all of these Dreams tutorials. And it's worth pointing out that if you do check out the Dreams by Genre section, there is an educational section here, which does have a whole area called Dreams Tips and Tricks. And it's got all sorts of really cool sort of tutorial type dreams here, if you ever want to just go and learn some things. Or maybe you're watching this and you feel inspired to make a tutorial. Like, that would be really cool. I'm always happy to see like new tutorials and stuff. Anyway, back to this. We now have a pirate story, Fish Me If You Can, from Chevalier Bore. Really cool, right? This is of course their character from A Pirate Story, which is a dream that they released a long time ago. But also there's this recent game they released that's set within the same universe called Ronan's Path. It was also featured in the Dreamview Roundup. It's really cool. It's got music from Patoff, character from Mooflar, Puddy Doke, Julio Gurr. Basically it's a big collaboration from all sorts of people in the Infinite Dreams community and also outside of it. And it's well worth playing. I have featured it within the past. But this is a nice showcase of a character from that scene, and I always love little showcases. We've now got Pilot from Martinity DK, and just look at the perspiration on this visor here. The whole thing's just great, isn't it? There's such a juxtaposition, I feel, as well, right, between the smoothness of some surfaces and then the angles of what he's breathing through. Like, it seems really quite brutalist, right? Like, see the tube that's coming out of his the front there that he's breathing through? To me that looks brutalist, but then there's other aspects of it that aren't necessarily that. And the perspiration in the visor shows real vulnerability alongside the scratches on the glass. I don't know, that's just a brief look at it. There's a lot going on there, and ultimately it's great work. We've now got Swamp Monster from Ragnar VE, a really fun little stop motion animation. This goes on a loop forever, it doesn't stop, and you can just keep this on and relax to it if that is your thing. I think it's really nice, it's really cool, it's fun the way that the guy sort of extends, isn't it? It's also quite distressing the way that he's being eaten by the thing and stuff, but also he's part of the thing, so I don't know, it's yeah, it's art. Ragnar VE is marvellous. They put out a lot of really cool, unique visions. We've now got the store from Usama97. This is inspired by a photo that their friend took. And just look at that, it's beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. I get massive Yakuza vibes, but I'm guessing it's like, you know, obviously it's real life, it's a photo, isn't it? I'm just going by my own experiences. And the change of filters is really cool. It's great seeing recreations of photos that people's friends took. You know, I just think that's a fun thing. I think it's cool, and I would happily see more. Great job from Sama97. We've now got advanced shop logic demo from Ludog, and this is actually now part of the like platforming kit from Mittermac as well, so that people can potentially mix the two of them together. This is Herb giving you a little tutorial on how to put together a shop within your game. And you know, it is of course like all remixable and stuff, and it teaches you what to do, basically, just if you want to make a shop. It's really cool, it's really handy, you will find it in the tips and tricks section. We've now got Ghost of the Titanic, a work in progress from Email Lag. And this is actually astounding, this is a bit of a hidden gem. This allows you to explore the wreck of the Titanic, and it teaches you a bunch of history about the Titanic. And you can explore the Titanic before it sinks as well. It's like a proper history lesson. And look at this animation here. This is like proper old school film footage, except it's not. It's just pretending it is made in Dreams, but it works, it's really cool. So let's just skip this now. Look, you can explore the wreck, you can enact the sinking. If you explore the wreck, you get like a really immersive underwater diving experience, the likes of which there probably isn't enough of within Dreams. I would love to see more experiences where you're just sort of underwater diving around, having an explore within Dreams. It's not something I've ever done in real life, it's not even something that I'm necessarily like a fan of. But I think that it's something that people can do, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, I don't know, I'd love more places to explore. And this is really cool, it's the Ghost of the Titanic from Emil Lag. We've now got a Happy Meal from Dionisio Cardenas. Just a really cute little scene here. There's no audio, there's nothing else that happens. It's just a seal with a fish on its nose, and if you press a button you leave the scene. I love the colours though, it's so cartoony. It's just incredible. And we've now got Genie from Wargarble. And this is an example of why you sometimes don't want to necessarily rub everything that you can. Okay? Sometimes it's just better not to rub things. Keep your hands to yourself, or this might happen to you. It's Genie from Wargarble. It's really cool. We've now got Full Steam Ahead from Park Dirk. Another beautifully put together landscape scene. Really nice, right? Really well put together. Park Dirk is someone who I'm sure that most of us are familiar with, but if you're not, check them out. We've also got Sphere, another Wargarble. And it's just, you know, it's Wargarble, isn't it? It's really nice, it's really cool. Great job. We've got Green Tech Gardens from QGS Warrior. This is a really nice explore scene that they've put together. And it's important to note that all of the scenes that they put together, they do make remixable assets for, and the element kits for as well. QGS Warrior is an absolute talent. Recently, like, I did feature like their big element kit as like a big featured kit of the week thing. Look at this, like, they've got all of these amazing kits. They make these scenes, and the scenes themselves are not remixable. You just, you know, you can explore them. but they do have kits for all of the things that they use within the scene, which are things that they also make. Like, honestly, QGS Warrior is such, like, they're so good, you know what I mean? They've got so many amazing asset packs, and I've definitely like done all that I can to shine a light on them, but I do still believe that they are not known. They're not as known as they should be, you know, they're just not as known as they should be. They're great. We've now got Dark Dragon from Chevalier Boar. This is really cool. Beautiful, right? Really cool job. And now we've got Christ the Redeemer, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. This is not new, this has been out for a while, but tonight's show is actually coming live to you from the streets of Sao Paulo. So we're just trying to get in the vibe here. We're going on a little journey. Look, we're not going to go all the way because I want to tease you so that you go the rest of the way yourself, but absolutely beautiful. Rio Carnival is happening at the moment, and I hope everyone involved is having a lovely time. Now, we've got this little section here called Make a Game. This features a kit that we mentioned earlier on from Freakorama. You can make your own third-person cover shooter. It also features a kit that I put together in collaboration with Rabrit, the creator of Carnival Cove, in which, you know, you can literally put together your own versions of that dream, or even things that have nothing to do with that dream. There's just a whole bunch of really cool elements here that you can take and use in your own creations. Look at this. You know, within the context of Carnival Cove, it's a spooky ride because Carnival Cove is a spooky dream, and the whole atmosphere of Carnival Cove makes it spooky, but you could actually use them in anything. It doesn't have to be a Carnival Cove type thing. So you look at the atmosphere here. These scenes for Carnival Cove are remixable, and people can check them out if they want to learn how Carnival Cove was made, or they can just take any of these assets which are used within Carnival Cove and put together their own scenes. There's a lot of really cool stuff here, and I do hope that people have a fun time putting together levels. In the Hot New Instruments section, we've got a Cascabel Chile. This is from Mezi Artiste, and here we go, right? Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, right? I'd love to hear that in things. We've also got the Quiet of Cat from Sifo James. This comes from Hyperpop, but we have heard the Quiet of Cat in various things. Marvellous. You can never have enough choirs, and that's a really good one there. We've got this section here promoting Dream Sounds. Of course, last week's Dream Sounds was episode 89. This is a marvellous playlist of all the latest best music in Dreams, as well as all the information about the latest jams. And last week's jam was the Ocean Pool Jam. Like Emoji Eyes, this game is coming out very, very soon. The creator has decided on soundtrack and it's coming out very soon, and I'm super hyped for you all to play this, and great job everyone in coming up with the soundtrack for it. The video jam was the party jam. We had these submissions here. They're all very cool. Amazing job everyone involved. And yeah, like we've also got this section up here for the Dreamview Weekly Roundup from It's Gen Sim. This has all sorts of creations that are definitely worth checking out. You can also find them here on the front page in the highlights section, and if you want to read the article written by Jen, which is well worth reading, it's really well written, you can actually do that in game by coming here and just clicking on open in browser, and then you can read that in game. It's something that's really cool and it's quite recent, and I recommend it. And then our kits of the week, just to round things out, come from myself in collaboration with Game Buzzer. As we have Get Inspired Dream Homes, something that was featured a while ago, but something that I think is potentially evergreen and that people can always take part in. If you know people who like things like, for example, The Sims, right? They would love this. Like, you could use Dreams as a place to just like make fun houses the same way that you might make houses in The Sims, right? Honestly, I think people can have a lot of fun just dragging and dropping all of the amazing elements that are within these collections into houses. There's definitely a market there, and there's all of this amazing stuff here to put together your own things. and it's something worth spreading the word about. We've also got the Plenty of Flowers asset pack here. This is from Anime Boy. It's really cool. It's full of flowers. I love the decorations within the collection. It's a really nice touch. And then also we've got Sci-Fi Vehicles. This is from Oru223, who is actually like a relatively new curator. Like, you can see they've been in Dreams for a while, but it was actually only a couple of weeks ago that they put together their very first collection. And they done so very shortly after following myself. And I have to say, it's just nice to like influence and inspire these sorts of things, because they have since put together a whole bunch of really cool collections of various things that are worth checking out. And community curators are needed. Like, they are. It's important. They're really cool. Not only just because they might find things that could otherwise somehow slip through like my own net, but also it's just important to see other people's perspectives and opinions, and they can also come up with ideas that, you know, I don't even necessarily come up with myself. So shout out to Oru223 for this kit here, and to all the community curators. Now, I do believe that that wraps us up. Great job, everyone. In fact, actually, look, there is Fleckpunk magazine issue 5, but I've not really looked at it yet, to be totally honest, because I still need to do issue 4. Keep your eyes peeled for ItsAllStar Investigates issue 4 of Fleckpunk magazine, because that is coming, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I do want to do it. It is going to happen. I'm also going to do issue 5. I'm going to do them all, basically. But look, I'm not going to force it, okay? I'm going to wait till I'm in the mood and my brain is working appropriately. Because they're a lot of fun when they're done properly. Okay, now I do believe that wraps us up. Great job, everyone involved in a creation this week. And thank you everyone for tuning in as well. Catch you next time. Cheerio.